my way to Pinglin, and I am already thirsty. Oh, good. Here we are. Pretty early, so let's see. Yeah, I arrived in Pinglin a little bit too early because I have an appointment at 11. I was already here at 9. So I will have breakfast. I ordered some bamboo shoots and rice with egg flavored with tea. As soon as I arrived here, they gave me some fresh cold brewed oolong tea just out of that jar down there. I cannot really taste the tea, but I have it here. Walking down the road, you read cha everywhere. They offer tea and they also offer food. There are tea shops and tea restaurants everywhere. And just here, I found even tea processing. Right in the morning, you see here the tea leaves withering. And just on the other side here, you see that they are drying. The wither leaves goes into this tray. There is a lot of heat coming out of here, and down there the leaves come out. And after that, they probably go in the oven because this is Baozhong, because this is Baozhong, so it's not gonna be fermented much more than that or oxidized. It smells so good. Pinglin is just a half an hour drive from Taipei, so it offers a little escape from the city. It is in the middle of the nature. It is a little bit touristic, but not in the way Muja is. At least here, tea is always present, is still present, while in Muja is almost disappearing. Everyone wants to do something that brings more money there. But here they managed to make it part of the tourism attraction and making business out of it, continuing it. I just arrived in the first place. It was suggested to me by Arno that you have seen mentioned in a previous video, of course, about Taiwan Oolong. He was already here when he was living for a few months in Taipei, checked out a lot of shops and producers in Pinglin, and told me that this is a place to visit, so here I am. As you can see, I am surrounded by tea everywhere. It's all Mao Cha, so it has still to be roasted, different types. We have just selected a few here. Let's have a look. Here you see three different Baozhong. We have these and these Yixing cultivar harvested on the 19th and on the 20th of April. And here we have a later harvest of Rogui cultivar with larger leaves.
This shop is more than 100 years, since 1921, and I'm the fourth generation.
Wow.
And my father is
Third generation.
yes.
What we have seen before was the first drying after the withering. There is also a second dry though that transforms the Mao Cha into Qing Cha and is done in the oven like here. At what temperature do you do the second dry?
We usually use about 70 degrees.
70 degrees.
Yes, yeah.
And then the roasting is still done in this oven. but at higher temperature, isn't it?
Yeah.
For Baozhong. And in that case, how high do you go with the temperature?
Sorry, you mean
The roasting.
roasting? More than 100.
More than 100.
Yeah.
So I would say let's taste it. This year tea has only gone the second drying, so we have Qingcha, but we don't have the final product yet. The roasting will be done a little bit later on. We are tasting 4 different Baozhong of different grades that you see here. These two are the lower grades. We have Tsuyu, the cultivar number 13, and the cultivar number 28 here. These two are higher grade. We have Jin Xuan here, and this one is actually a blend. The blend is actually not bad. While Jin is preparing the next teas, I want to show you something. His father, the third generation of the shop, is also an Yixing teapot collector. You see a few down here, but that's just the start. They told me that he has more than 1,000 Yixing teapots. You see a few more here, and all these boxes are filled with teapots. And you see also there in the back. As well as on the stairs that goes up there. Why? This is because back in the 80s and 90s, when he started collecting Yixing teapot, there was a big market in Taiwan. From Yixing, teapots were sold to Macau and Hong Kong, and from there to Taiwan, although that connection was actually not really allowed, because in Taiwan there were restrictions to buy products from mainland China, as it is also the case today. So if you really want old, authentic ore from Yixing, a good source is actually coming to Taiwan and speaking to those collectors. So Jin, what did you prepare here for us?
I prepared white tea, Oriental Beauty, and black tea and GABA tea.
Oh, sorry, tell it again. So
This is white tea, and but this is
White.
rolled white.
oh, rolled white tea. Okay.
Yes. Oriental Beauty, black tea, GABA tea. But this GABA is GABA Oolong.
Gaba Oolong. Okay.
Yes.
Let's try.
Yeah.
So the Huampian, you leave them. You don't remove them. Okay. Which cultivar is that? The white tea?
蜜兰香
Milanxiang white tea.
蜜兰香 white leaves, white tea. The cultivar we call it white leaf 蜜兰香
Baye.
白叶
Yeah, okay. But it's processed like a oolong, a light oolong.
like oolong.
Yeah. Okay. Oriental Beauty. So Pinglin Dong from Meren
Yes.
from last summer, 2 years ago. Quite intense. I mean, also because of the amount of the leaves. Oh, okay. And that's the black tea.
Yes.
Oh. Now I have the Oriental Beauty in my mouth.
Do you need water?
Oh, that's... What cultivar is the Honcha?
大某，清新大某，
Adamo.
清新大某。
Is the same as Oriental Beauty or is it a different
This
one?
is Jin Xuan and Man. Jin Xuan. The main
Jin Xuan.
cultivar is Jin Xuan and Manzhou. Two cultivars.
All together. And here you have Damo.
Damo. Yes, only Damo. And this one, this GABA is Rogui.
Rogu
So
Gaba.
actually that is rare GABA.
Since they have been in the business for more than 1 century, I had to ask to Jin if they have also some old tea on storage. And the reply was that you have actually even more than you know. So much that sometimes you discover even things that you didn't know you had. Is that
Yes,
true?
yes. Actually, our storage is very huge. Even now, sometimes we don't know what kind of tea, old tea we have. Sometimes we will find some old green tea, old oriental blue tea, or old black tea, or something like that.
Wow. And what did you pick up for us here?
This one is old oolong from 1980, and this one is old Baozhong, 1990. Baozhong, 1980, and this one, old Baozhong, 1970.
So there we have three different Baozhong for 30, 40 and 50 years old, and an old style oolong. At that time it was rolled by hand.
Yes, yes. So that is semi bowl type.
So it's like semi-rolled. You see that the leaves are rolled but a little bit open.
You can compare between old Baozhong and old oolong.
Old Baozhong and old oolong. This is the oolong from 1980, more than 40 years old. I was expecting it to be kind of wet in taste because here it's really hot and humid. Today 34 degrees and humid, but it's still very very clean and woody. And let's see the Baozhong. I assume that at that time the Baozhong were oxidized more than today. The Baozhong at that time were oxidized more than today, right? Were darker.
Yes, yes, yes. Before the tea contest, because tea contest, they will choose the lighter.
Ah, yes. Lighter.
我觉得很少，至少3年。
And do you know if
The judger.
the judges, yeah. Oops. And do you know the cultivar of
多
those?
拿一张出
Or
来。
you don't know, we don't know.
The main cultivar is the main.
So probably it was, yeah, at that
8
time.
千以上。我以后把有钱帮我算了，刚7200。看这下子。
And sometimes the main cultivar changing.
Mm-hmm.
好，谢谢。
Legend.
And sometimes we will find old Uli and old Gaiwan.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Different.
The one from the 70s is like at another level. Mm. There is such a big difference between 70 and 80. Huge. The one from the 80s is still, I mean, I tried. This one is really older. I mean, and this is 90.
Yes.
I think maybe the one from the 80s was less dark at that time. Maybe it was less roasted. I don't know. It is lighter. Mhm. I mean, my favorite is for sure the oolong, for sure, and after it the Baozhong from the 70s. Here you have really the strength of the vintage of age. It's coming through, And the oolong, you have the woodiness from the age, but also it's fairly aromatic. It's still fairly aromatic, yeah.
Yes.
I think that the 71 maybe has lost the aroma, but maybe the oolong was rolled more, there were more oxidation, and this remains in the flavor. Yeah, this is like old whiskey.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
This is crazy. Good.
I've got the bike. I think it's older than the oldest oolong that I drank today, but it does the job. This is the historical street of Pinglin. Barely has brakes. All right. Good. Oh, some movement after having been sitting the whole day. Last few steps, and here we are, the Guan Inn. And here and there in the middle of the forest you see the tea plantation. Here there is a little garden, and also up there you see a few. Pretty cool here, also pretty hot, but yeah. I think that the rain is arriving. This is a collection of Yixing teapot from the late 70s, early 80s. Thank you very much for the good tea.
Oh, thank you.
I'll give you this hand. And yeah,
See you
maybe
soon.
see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. See you soon.
Thanks a
Bye
lot.
bye.
Bye. Bye bye. It's raining pretty heavily outside, and I got lucky to find Stefan on the way from teamasters.com that yeah, is giving me a ride back to Taipei. Thanks a lot for that.
You're welcome.
So you see that the T word is pretty small actually. You guys know Stefan already, and for those that don't know him, I'll put a link in the description below to his shop. He's based here in Taiwan, sourcing Taiwanese tea and a few more teas as well, right?
Some poor also.
Some puer as well. So check it out. And yeah, very glad to meet fellow tea lovers here on the road.